Hello, my name is Harry Schultz with Waypoint Technology Group. In this video tutorial, we will be installing or updating your version of Trimble Business Center. Some of the things that are needed to complete this installation will be a PC that meets or exceeds the TBC system requirements. These system requirements can be found near the last page of the release notes for the version of TBC you are attempting to install. An internet connection will also be required. During the installation, the software needs to be able to automatically go out to the internet and download some of the necessary drivers. If your firewall is preventing the installation wizard from obtaining these drivers, the installation will not go as intended. Also needed are login credentials with administrative rights. In addition to Trimble Business Center, there are some ancillary programs such as the Microsoft Net Framework, Microsoft Windows Mobile Device Center, and the Trimble Feature Definition Manager that are also installed. Administrative rights will be needed for all of these components to be installed successfully. Some of the things we will be covering in this tutorial are installing the software for the first time, upgrading from an earlier version of the software, or reinstalling the software. Sometimes the installation may not have completed as intended, or an existing installation may have become corrupted in some way. You may use this tutorial to reinstall the software. I also suggest that you use the TBC cleanup utility before reinstalling the software. Here are some of the steps you may want to take before installation. For existing users that are reinstalling the software, you may want to back up your project template directory. This is only if you have custom import or export formats and project templates that you are hoping to retain. We also want to verify the software warranty status for existing users. Before you upgrade to a more current release, we want to make sure that you are entitled to use that release. We will read the entitlement date for the software that you're looking to upgrade to make sure that you are eligible to use that software version. You may also want to read the release notes for the version of TBC that you are hoping to install. And near the last page of the release notes is where this system requirement information is listed. Run the TBC cleanup utility if necessary, and then we can download the software package for installation. The software installation process itself is very simple. Just shut down other applications and launch the installation wizard to work through the software installation steps. Before we get started with the installation, I just want to show those existing users a couple things with their existing installation. First of all, let's look at where those project templates are stored. From the top here, I'm going to go to the Support ribbon and select Options. Under the General Options category, I can select File Locations. Here is your template folder. Make sure that this template folder is backed up somewhere if you expect to use the TBC cleanup utility, as this folder may be removed. Also, let's look at our warranty status. I am currently running a hardware license, which means I have a USB dongle plugged into the machine. To check my warranty status, I'll use the Start page here and come to the License Manager. Over in the right hand side of the License Manager, I can see my warranty expiration date. My warranty expiration reads February 1st, 2017. That means I am entitled to any and all updates that come out between now and February 1st of 2017. Now let's go ahead to the Trimble website to download the appropriate version of Trimble Business Center. From the Trimble website, I'll go to Support and Training, Support A to Z, and click on T to find Trimble Business Center. From the Trimble Business Center page, along the left-hand side under Product Resources, I'll click on Downloads and Support. You will need to fill out the Trimble Business Center download request form for access to the download page. If after filling out the download request form, you do not see a list of available downloads, you may need to hit proceed as I do here. Now I'm presented with a list of different downloads. The latest releases of the software itself and some of the software components are always listed at the top of the download category here. For new users, you can download the latest version. For existing users, please pay attention to the entitlement dates underneath each version. That will let you know whether or not you are entitled to this particular version. If you are not, you can scroll down the list and keep reading different entitlement dates until you match up the entitlement date with your specific software warranty. These different components have a one-click download option. Click on the title and download the full installation, or if you are an existing user upgrading from a previous version, you may install this upgrade. You may also notice that the Trimble Business Center cleanup utility can also be downloaded from this page. Up at the top here is a hyperlink for the release notes. This will give you the release notes for not only the latest version, but versions that are further down in the list here as well. These downloads are a couple gigabytes in file size, so please make sure you have a high-speed internet connection, as it will take some time to download the entire version of the software. Here I chose to download the Trimble Office Cleanup Utility, or TBC Cleanup Utility. The Cleanup Utility works through an installation wizard, much like Trimble Business Center itself. After you have installed the Cleanup Utility, you will need to find it within your Windows program to launch the utility. After running the Cleanup Utility, you can see a list of all the different software components that the Cleanup Utility removed from your PC. Now I'm ready to restart my PC and install a fresh version of Trimble Business Center. I can see that a small program was left on my PC called Convert to Rhinex. The installation wizard is asking me whether or not to replace this old installation with a new one. I'm going to select Yes to all. After all the installation components are extracted, we can continue working through the installation wizard. Here I can select Trimble Business Center for installation, or I could install individual tools and related utilities. Let's go ahead and install the main software itself. Here we'll select the custom setup type.
Two of the primary features we want to install are the Trimble Business Center software itself and the Feature Definition Manager. To synchronize data between the Office and field devices, you may want the Office Synchronizer, and for SCS Data Manager support, you may want to install the SCS Data Manager. In this demonstration, we'll just be installing TBC in the Feature Definition Manager.
The installation itself may take up to 15 to 20 minutes, depending on whether or not it is your first installation of Trimble Business Center. Now we are at the last page of the installation wizard. We may choose to launch Trimble Business Center. After the software has launched, one final step I recommend is going back to the License Manager to make sure that it is still reading your key ID, which means your warranty expiration date will be displayed, as well as what licensed features are on your particular license. That concludes this video tutorial. I thank you very much for joining me.